So my name is Jess. I'm from a little town called St Agnes in Cornwall in the UK. I started doing fire cooking when I moved to a little town called Frome in Somerset, and we worked for Soho House. We worked at Babington House, and they had a wood-fired pizza, and they had this big barbecue called the Spit and Grill. So it had, like, you could put skewered chickens on there and do game and big T-bones, and then you do all your pizzas and stuff like that. And that's where I met Cait. That's probably my favourite place I've ever worked. Yeah, that's where we started live fire cooking. We started Stoke in Christmas 2018. Basically, we bought this property that Bushel Peck is in, and we wanted it to be a restaurant. And then 2019, we got our big barbecue, the Hearth, and we started doing pop-ups at Rosewood Winery mainly. We cook everything on open fire. So we did that the whole summer of 2019. Then we stopped for that winter of 2019. We both worked at like other jobs for the winter. And then in March 2020, actually like a couple of days after my birthday, the pandemic hit. So we were in lockdown. We have a commercial kitchen space that we rent out to food startups. It's called COMMIS. To keep our members, we started doing a food delivery service. So we were doing like totes, market hall totes, and we were using products that our members produce and also other local businesses. We did that for the summer, and it was amazing, and we had a blast. It was real fun. We did it all out of COMMIS, and we had a space downstairs in our house that was originally going to be the restaurant. So we were doing it up to be an Airbnb, and then obviously 2020 hit, and we were like, oh, that's not going to work. So we turned it into Bushel Peck. How it came about was I didn't want to work for anyone else, like anymore, and we wanted to get Stoke back off the ground. And obviously it was tough because of the pandemic. We couldn't do any functions or like pop-ups or anything like that. So we had a little space left in the side of the house there, and it was just empty. I actually built the kitchen myself. I did all the tile and a little bit of help with Paddy, and we already had the plumbing in there. Yeah, I turned it into a little kitchen. In the summer, we're gonna have a barn door there, where that yellow door is, and I'll be serving out of there. So we're gonna have a patio out the front and the back. It was Stoke, and now it's Stoke Deli Bar. So we changed it slightly, just to see how things go. So it's not just a summer business. Stoke Deli Bar by winter would be like sandwiches and salads, hot dishes. We do all of our pickles, and then we're going to get into doing some cured fish and our sliced meats and cheeses for the shop. And then in the summer, it will be everything that I do will be off the hearth, all the veg, the meats. My style is kind of rustic fine dining, and I feel like the rustic part is from working at Babington, but then all the other places that I've worked are kind of fine dining, and before Babington was fine dining. So it's kind of a mishmash of them both. But I like to keep everything quite natural. I've stayed like pretty the same throughout my career, if I'm honest. I've always had the same style. Sometimes like I've gone a little bit more fine dining, but I'm trying to stay away from that. I want it to be a bit more about the food. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you ever want to grab a bite to eat, Stoke Deli Bar is at 140 Lake Street, St Catherine's. See you next time.